everything's fine because there's merch in the store. Yeah, merch in the store. We're all stuck inside and we miss the outdoors. Wait, don't think about that. Stop thinking about that. I mean, what? I miss human touch. Merch in the store, new merch in the store.
Hey audience, I have a question for you. When did you first realize that you were going through it? Was it when you clickbaited a title with Belle Delphine in hopes of growing an audience for your middling YouTube channel? Or was it when you ran the same mission 3 times in Assassin's Creed Revelations because you're just so dedicated to 100% sync this run through? Hey look, 13-year-old me, we're finally gonna do it this time. I had fun with this mission though. I mean, whatever happened to Assassin's Creed games like this, huh? Like, aren't you supposed to feel like this unstoppable, one-of-a-kind bat and be doing stuff like this all the time? Wonder where that spirit went. Okay, but I promise the title isn't entirely baked, because we're actually going to talk about this. Oh yeah, a friendly reminder that if you're new here, why not subscribe? It's free, just takes a second. You can always undo it, but it really does help out the channel a lot. Thank you. And look, I'm not just standing up for her to simp or anything like that. I've seen her leaked OnlyFans. It ain't nothing special. It's a box and some bits. Like, I never got simping, really. Just go outside, lol. But with recent changes that YouTube is making, and this incident just serving as another beautiful mark on their track record, I couldn't not talk about this. Friendly reminder, I am still trying to make money from this site, so sorry, but for the first couple of minutes, some of the language that I used to censor will sound like middle school when we were all first learning how to swear. Whoopsies. Oh, also, totally unrelated, buy my merch. Buy it. Buy it. Let's get into the real stuff. Belle Delphine is a creator known for her risque content. Oh, choosing my words carefully here. But I'm not gonna put her down based solely on that. I mean, come on. I'm a YouTuber. I am arguably a much bigger leech than she is. But the story goes that Belle had her YouTube channel terminated Sunday with no prior warning due to, quote, multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy on certain kinds of content. You can read. Audio listeners, I hate to do this to you. You're gonna have to tab in just for the first few minutes. And you know, Belle's pulled some interesting stunts. I'll read you this bit from the article. Delphine is a cosplay Instagram model known for posting risque content. She received a lot of attention last year after telling her followers she would make an account on a certain website if she earned 1 million likes on a post. And when she did, she trolled everyone with videos with misleading titles, and I actually remember seeing that. Girl's a genius for that. Others may recognize Delphine as the girl who sold her bathwater to thirsty gamer boys online. Pyrocynical. This time, however, Delphine isn't catching attention for one of her unique stunts. Instead, she tweeted Sunday, quote, "Hey, at Team YouTube, why was my YouTube account terminated with no warning / no strikes for risque content when you allow and promote songs like WAP? Seems a little sus." Her remarks came the same day that her channel, which had 1.7 million subscribers. This website calls subscribers followers. I think Rogue Rocket is a little out of touch here. Then again, I've never heard of this website before this article. It was probably an honest mistake, I'll let it slide. But anyways, it was shut down, and a notice on her page confirmed that the ban was due to, quote, multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy on risque content. YouTube typically takes this kind of action after a channel earns 3 strikes, but Delphine's post suggests this decision came suddenly. And come on now, she does have a point with that. I mean, you know just as well as I do how much explicit content is crammed into modern music videos. Like the objectification of women in hip-hop, rock, and just any culture is out of control. And I did have to scrub up the deleted videos for this, for research, I promise, for research. But it's clear that her content is satirical in nature. She's having a jab at it. And some of the things she says, it makes me worry about what's going on in that head of hers. Like, I really do wonder how much she keeps herself in the Belle personality versus when she finds time to take a break and become Mary. You know, that's her real name, Mary Belle Kirshner. and I should, preface this with, she has been unbanned, but the point still stands. It was an action that was taken, and YouTube thought they could get away with it. It really makes me worry, because come on now, YouTubers are people. Believe it or not, we're not soulless voices screaming at you from the seventh ring of hell. Like, we have faces and names, and we're just regular people that you see at Walmart, Well, except for me, I don't step foot in Walmart, but you get the picture. And if nothing, I really do wonder how a lot of YouTubers deal with compartmentalizing online personality with real life personality. I mean, if you think that what you see of a YouTuber is what they are all the time, you're grossly mistaken. You have got it so twisted, and you really shouldn't be on this website. You won't be able to form a critical opinion and judgment of an individual if you think that the facet of their personality that they show online represents them as a whole. Get out of here. Anyways, let's go on and read. Delphine's tweet also included a video shared by Keemstar, originally posted by a user named Lord Vega, which compares Delphine's content to popular music videos that have been allowed on the platform and have in fact been promoted to YouTube's trending page. Going on, the comparison essentially showed Delphine dressed and dancing in similar ways that women in the Gooba video were. With this in mind, many of Delphine's fans agreed that YouTube wasn't equally enforcing its policies. We have Repsion. I'm not familiar with his content, believe it or not. He says, quote, Belle Delphine getting banned on YouTube is seriously messed up. Nobody should support the double standard of YouTube when the videos they've had on their front page is unequal, if not worse, than Belle's music videos makes 0 sense to me. YouTube's termination of Belle Delphine basically confirms that they have a completely different set of rules for mainstream content and don't view organic creators as quote-unquote artists, if you will. Context-based assessment is needed when it comes to account removal. Another big fail. And then Team YouTube, ready as ever, came out with the stock response of, thanks for reaching out, mind sharing your channel URL so that we can take a look, keep us posted. And then finally, at 7:50 p.m. my time on November 23rd, Belle says, my YouTube is back. I'm so happy. I could cry. Thank you, at Team YouTube, for listening to me. Thank you to everybody else who hugely helped as well. Why does she write thank you as one word? Is that like a little thing? I say this as the guy who has daddy tattooed on his chest. Oh! And that's where our story comes to a close. A worrying and, if nothing, cautionary tale of how YouTube swings the ban hammer. But this isn't the only murky thing that YouTube has been up to. YouTube will begin putting ads on non-monetized channels and won't pay those creators any of the earnings. Oh yeah, don't get me started. Think about this for a minute. A lot of channels that have the ability to monetize their videos had to work night and day to get to that point, and even then, they don't make anything. I've been over this before, but do you see what my revenue looks like from my videos? This is all that I've made this month, and I can't even withdraw it unless it breaks over $100. And I didn't break $100 last month. I came close. I got to $80. And that was it. And granted, the number stays, but it gradually goes down if your numbers don't match up. So it went from 80 to 50 so far this month. I've actually lost money on this website. So why do I always do trend-based toe-sucking content? Because I want to get an audience. Because I need people watching my videos before I can actually do the things that I'm passionate about. I have 2 long-form videos that I'm dying to get out, but I don't want them to come out and just flop. And do you know what that feels like to me? It feels like a spit in the face to the people that did research for me for those videos. I digress, I'm probably going to release them soon anyways. But it's frustrating. I haven't even read the article to you yet. According to 9to5 Google, quote, an update to the YouTube terms of service in the US has potentially altered the way the platform will show ads on content uploaded from channels without monetization enabled or partner status. To become a partner on YouTube, you need to have more than 1,000 subscribers, achieve 4,000 hours of valid public watch hours in the past 12 months, and link an AdSense account. Unless you're eligible, no ads will be shown on your video content. However, this change to YouTube's terms of service means that the Alphabet-owned streaming platform will now be able to place ads before, during, or after any unmonetized content without giving the creator a share of the revenue. Disgusting. Just another way this website is trying to leech off the backs of hard labor by independent creators. And yeah, you can have a video blow up and still not be monetized. I hate to burst your bubble, but subscriber count doesn't mean jack. It's just an indication of how many one-hit wonders you've had. What matters is click-through, impressions rate, and watch time. That's how you get big on this website. The update says, you grant YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will withhold taxes from such payments. The article says that really does stink from the very outset, especially as Alphabet recorded $5 billion in ad revenue in Q3 of 2020 alone. This will undoubtedly be a body blow to smaller channels that make up a vast portion of the entire YouTube platform. Another noteworthy fact is that according to reports, almost 90% of content uploaded to YouTube never surpasses the 1,000 view barrier. Clearly, YouTube is looking for a way to monetize all of this added content. Oh yeah, I know that fact more than ever, baby. Y'all don't tune in unless you see Terminated in the title, or unless it's some kind of trend-based content. Well, guess what? Belle Delphine, Mr. Beast, Belle Delphine. Yeah, what now? These updated terms also hint that you may start seeing ads on private and unlisted videos hosting on the platform, even if that YouTube channel lacks monetization. However, channels that have been removed from its partner program for content violations will not be shown ads. That is potentially a loophole for disgruntled creators. Ah, interesting. Leafy return when? I don't blame that guy for leaving, man. Garbo website, honestly. Sell Google. The Team YouTube tweet, as effervescent as ever. If you're based in the US, you'll notice that we've updated our terms of service today. Last time we made a TOS update, many of you had questions. Understandably, but you don't seem to be doing any understanding about what this means for you, so we've broken down the update part by part in our forum. Oh yeah, so helpful. As it stands, the TOS changes will only affect the US for now, meaning that if your channel is lacking monetization in other regions, you won't see changes until mid-2021. However, this all feels like a bit of exploitation on YouTube's part. It's just one big money cow that they're trying to milk desperately for all that it's worth. Look, I know YouTube has a tendency to lose money, especially with, paying for server space for all of these videos. But you would think that a multi-billion-dollar company, billions just in ad revenue, by the way, that's not to account for other investments. You would think that at the bottom of that, they could pay a few innovators, or at least find some people with a more grounded perspective to consider these changes. But as of right now, it looks like YouTube only talks to its wallet when it's considering decisions. Well, that and all the people managing those Swiss accounts. But I digress, and the only thing I can ask you to do is spread the word about this. Make some noise, and hopefully, sometime in the future, we can see a difference being made. And I would be happy to be a part of that difference. But until then, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, why not leave a like and subscribe, because despite my comments, it really does help out the channel more than you know. So, thank you. And if you have anything to add, you can always join the Discord server. The link will be in the pinned comment. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. I love you, and before you say it back, look in the mirror and say it to yourself. And stop simping, by the way. And I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I make. And until then, bye.
And in addition to that, my skin cannot get enough of battery corrosion.